General, you call for me.
Step inside, Vamon.
How do you find your quarters, General?
I find my quarters just fine, Commander. That's not why you were summoned. You see, something's been bothering me.
Mia?
I've spoken to your men at the Keep, and their story is the same as yours. There was a riot instigated by the Resistance. In the ensuing chaos, Apostle Alvani was killed. His body was, inconveniently, burned in the fire. It was a bloodbath, one that someone will have to answer for someday.
Certainly, General. I will see to it.
I'm sure you will. I also spoke with some of the surviving prisoners. Their story diverged significantly from yours.
That doesn't surprise me. They're a treacherous lot, looking for any excuse to spread discord.
Maybe so. But before the riot broke out, the Warden claims he was ordered to execute the Apostle. By you, personally, Commander.
Lies! The infidel is trying to save his own skin.
Perhaps, but what reason would he have to lie? It doesn't absolve him of any responsibility in regards to the riot. He still awaits his trial at Coldstone. He tells me the noose had been made ready for Alvani to hang at first light. I'm not saying I trust the man. He's a cruel little person. But he appears to respect the chain of command.
And what did the prisoners tell you?
That the riot was set in motion to free the Apostle, not murder him. And that it succeeded.
That's preposterous. Kian Alvane is ashes. He walks in shadow, lost and afraid, far from the glory of the First Mountain and the light of the Goddess.
So you tell me, Commander, and I'd hate to think you're lying to me or omitting the truth. Your relationship with Alvani. There was animosity. You knew each other when you were boys.
We had run-ins. When we were both on the streets of Sidir, it wasn't uncommon.
But your rivalry was bloodier, went deeper than boyish pranks.
It was a long time ago. We were past that.
I want to believe you, Commander. Your position here is important to me, to the Six, to all of Azadir.
Have I not always served the Goddess and my people, Mir? Have I not proven myself to the Six and the Council? To the Seat, to you? Any suggestion that I'm less than faithful? It greatly offends me.
As it should, Vamon. I have no wish to discover you've been lying to me. I have no wish to see you placed in chains. I want to believe you. And for now, I do. But I will continue investigating this matter, because something about it is not right. Something about it bothers me. If you know something, I urge you to come to me as quickly as possible before I learn you've kept the truth from me.
I have not. I walk in the light, Mir. Everything I do for my nation and my people.
Very well. You may go.
May the Goddess protect you, General.
The light shine upon us all and illuminate our path.
Right, Ulrich.
What news do you have for us, Ulrich?
Right, so a man comes into my bar this afternoon. Azadi soldier, off duty. Has a few beers, starts getting flushed and loose-lipped. Man says there's talk of a raid. This very night, in the Magic Ghetto. And there's a list.
A list?
The ones they're targeting. The ones they're bringing back out again.
But why now? I mean, it's not payback, is it?
He did mention the weapons shipment that got blown sky-high last week. Caused a fair bit of ruckus, that. Was the talk of this place for days. Seems some people enjoy a good explosion. Apparently, the commander of the Azadi Special Forces took it as a personal insult. A commander...
Vamon. He would take that personally.
Also, man said, there's been more weapons and supplies being smuggled into the city, right under Azadi noses. Well, they've caught a few shipments, so they know people are arming themselves in the ghetto, that there's trouble brewing.
The mole's been more cooperative than usual. Whatever you did for her, Kian, it appears to have been appreciated.
So, the way I see it, the Azadi might want to make a decisive strike tonight, before they lose control of Old Town.
Well, they're not wrong. So, We need to find out who's on this list, and we need to know when they're gonna strike and from where, and we need
Patience, Inu. One thing at a time. First, we must learn if, when, and where this raid is taking place. Then we must warn our friends, including the mole. And then we must get our own people to safety before the Azadi come.
I have a few contacts I can poke. Liko?
I'll start with our people in the ghetto. Kian, if you could pay the mole a courtesy call.
That won't take long. Is there anything else I can do?
I doubt it. Let's meet back here before midnight.
Will do. Good luck, the both of you.
Watch your back.
Kia, if I may have a word. In private. I have a message from a common friend. She wishes to see you, alone, as soon as possible. She told me she'd wait for you where all of Old Town lies below us. Wherever that might be. She does like to speak in riddles, that one.
Thanks, Elvik.
And when you do see her, tell her it's time she paid her tab. She won't receive another drop of Merryminstrom until she does.
It's a nice view, isn't it? I've always found Marcuria beautiful, especially in summer. Of course, those metal tubes are a bit of an eyesore. And that tower... Actually, the tower I quite like.
Why did you want to meet me?
Oh, so impatient. You always were. I've been saving something for a rainy day. Someone, actually. And, well, no rain at the moment. But the forecast for tonight sounds grim.
She knows something about tonight. It can't hurt to pool our resources and share information. Saving someone for a rainy day?
There's an Azadi officer, high-ranking, a captain. He has, an arrangement with a young woman in Old Town. A non-human.
He's fucking a magical.
Eloquent, but yeah, he's fucking a magical. We both know what it would do to his career if anyone found out.
They'd strip him of his rank. He'd be arrested, tortured, most likely sentenced to death.
All for a little blue girl and some exotic sex. Your people are so predictable, Azadi. So easy to compromise. You know, the more things you forbid, the more sins there are to be tempted by. You're a nation of the repressed, a powder keg ready to blow.
But how will this information help us?
Today is this officer's day with his young lady. She has a room near Shady Quay. Our horny captain never goes alone. The fool brings his uniformed knave to keep watch, which is convenient, like a big arrow pointing to the right door. If you were to confront the captain in a compromising position, there'd be no limit to what you could accomplish.
Why give me this information? You could have profited from it yourself.
I have no need for money or leverage. But I thought you could put this to good use. Find out what's going down. Maybe stop it, save some lives, or take some.
I thought you didn't care about the resistance.
I never said that. I never said I did either. But maybe I care for other things.
Why did you bring me all the way up here to tell me this?
Because I don't trust them or anyone. I've been burned in the past.
But why me?
Because you, Kian, I trust.
This isn't right. I can't reject her. Why did you... Anna.
What do you want?
I need to speak with the mole.
She's not expecting you.
She'll want to hear what I have to say.
Fine. But keep your hands where I can see 'em.
Azadi apostate not dead yet? I expect you'd be dead by now. If you live this long, you might even make it to my age, but I don't recommend it. When your bones ache each morning and you can barely hold your liquor anymore, you curse the gods for keeping you alive. You come to warn, Mole, then?
How did you know?
The Mole always know. Whispers travel on the wind and voices reverberates through the soil. There's word of raid happening. Of course, no one know for sure. The Azadi usually stay out of Old Town, afraid to cause ruckus, upset the order of things, afraid of people rising up against them. Though times do change. Whether Azadi attack happen or not, Mole's prepared. Don't you worry about the Mole. Mole has burrows. Beside, it may be time to leave Mercuria altogether. Those infernal machines your people build make my fur stand on end. They crackle, they buzz. They are opposite of magic. Make Mole's head pound. Don't know what they're for and what'll happen when they're all done building them, but Mole don't like it. Don't like it one bit. Something's coming, Kian of the rebels. I smell it. I feel it in my whiskers, in my aching bones. Something unnatural, something mean. There's no room in Mercuria for magic or for magicals. Not anymore. No. Whether Azadi attack is coming or not, it's time for the Mole to dig other burrows. Or perhaps return home to the birth burrow. Find an old familiar hole to sleep in. Sleep until this shadow has passed. Or until we're all of us dry bones beneath the soil. You may consider your warning delivered. This is the last you'll see of me. The last you see of the Banda, the burrowers, the little ones who sing to the soil. My people, all gone. You tell your shepherd she's welcome to everything in my possession. All the weapons and food and medicine. All you need to keep fighting. Watch your hide, Kian of Clan Alvane. These are dark times, and you're at the heart of it all. Well, why are you still here? Go! Go! May the soil be ever soft under your feet, Apostle. The fate of worlds falls on you now.
There's official Azadi business going on here. You'll want to turn around and walk away.
Nibbles, scrap, tasty morsels.
What can I do for you, friend? Would you care for a tasty sandwich?
Your sign says sandwiches and fireflowers.
Ah, yes. Used to be I made the best fireflowers in Old Town. Spectacular things that lit up the night sky. Sparklers and illuminations, crackers and flyers. But no more, I'm afraid. Alchemy apparently falls under the definition of magic these days and is therefore strictly forbidden. I can make you a savoury sandwich, though. Guaranteed sand and witch free.
I have things to attend to. I'll return later. Even if I was hungry, those sandwiches sound dubious. but if it helps divert her attention. I've seen fireworks in the past. They're spectacular, and they make a lot of noise. A perfect diversion. I have... Thanks, but no.
Very well. Just remember that I serve the best sandwiches in town, and absolutely no fireflowers whatsoever.
My table's always open, day and night.
Hey! Did you find that turncoat you were looking for?
I did, thanks to you.
Did you kill him?
I did not. He's in our custody.
You should kill him. He's a traitor.
Well, sometimes even traitors deserve second chances.
Really? Huh. Are you on another mission?
Perhaps. I'm sorry, boy, but I'm quite busy.
Let me help.
I won't put him in any more danger than absolutely necessary. The boy might prove useful, but I don't know how yet. I don't need help right now, but I'll let you know when I do.
Sure. It's not like I have anything better to do.
Sandwiches! I've got tasty... Can I tempt you with a savoury sandwich? I'm the best sandwicher in all of Old Town. Also the only sandwicher in Old Town.
Even if I was hungry, I'll have one of your sandwiches.
Brilliant! Step right over here, friend, to my sandwiching table. Step right over here. Now, will that be on fried flatbread, steamed yeast bun, or a baked grain roll?
Nibbles, scrub, tasty morsels.
And just a dash of this and a dash of that, and some of this and a bit of that.
Something
Oh,
tied
would you
over
like some
before
crispy
tea.
bitter leaf?
Midnight.
Anything to keep her distracted. Yes, please.
Splendid.
Get the chemicals.
Something tied you over before tea. Midnight snack. Early breakfast.
Right, here we are, as ordered. Mostly. I had to make a few alterations. Remember to chew well and don't swallow too soon. Also, if you feel any discomfort whatsoever, a spoonful of vinegar should do the trick. If not, please visit a physician post-haste.
How was that?
That was perfect. But remember, stealing is wrong.
You told me to steal.
In this case, it was justified. But don't steal. You'll lose a hand or your head.
Here's the stuff.
The non-magical medicines your body needs. Fully authorized and licensed. No sorcery. My table's always open, day and night.
You said your father taught you how to make fireflowers.
Well, sort of. He made Bakshivan candles, and I watched him make them. But he never let me do it myself. Said it might blow my fingers off or burn my eyes out, but I can give you instructions.
Fair enough. What do I do first?
First, make the glowy balls. I don't know exactly how to make the glowy balls, but when my dad did it, the balls came out all glowy. For me. What's in it? It's not fish eggs, is it? I hate fish eggs. This is good. This is great. What is this? I don't care. It's awesome. Thank you. I haven't been this full since the last time Mum made me dinner.
I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs. Fully authorized and licensed. No sorcery.
need to make the fire powder somehow. My father was never too clear on how that part's done. All I know is that it's powder that went psst when it was lit. All that's left is to combine all the ingredients in a tube. That should be easy, right? You start with the fire powder at the bottom.
I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs. Fully authorized and licensed. No sorcery.
And then the glowy balls on top, until the tube is full. That looks okay. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but there's only one way to find out.
Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves.
Here you go, boy. Now don't light this before I tell you to.
Oh man! I'll be careful, I promise. I can't wait to see how this one burns.
Use the fireworks to distract the guard away from that door.
Yes, yes. Hey, hey! Check this out.
Hey, what are you doing, child? That's magic. Magic's illegal. Come back here, you little shit. What in Shadow's name are you? Apostle! You're dead!
He won't hurt you again, child. I promise. Leave. Do not come back.
My head's hurting. Why is my... What's happening? Who are you? Where's Ramin? Why am I tied to... Alvane. You're not dead. How in Shadow's name? I'll pay you. I'll make you wealthy. I'll get you a pardon from the tower and...
Shut your mouth. I need information.
What do you mean by
If you speak out of turn again, I'll cut off your dick and shove it down your throat. The raid tonight.
I don't know anything about a raid.
I cannot justify torture. I'll have to convince him to talk to me. Trust that he reveals the truth. He will lie. Unless I show him what happens when he does.
Goddess, no. No! Ah!
I was the apostle. I brought pain to our enemies. In return, they confessed and converted, without fail. If I was trained to make the devout denounce their own gods, do you not think I can make a goddessless child molester reveal his secrets?
Please. Please, no more. I'll tell you everything I know. There will be a raid on the Magic Ghetto tonight, before sunup. Commander Vamon is leading the unit himself. They have a list. Magicals. Humans who've aided the Resistance. Suspected collaborators. It's a long list. They're planning to round up most of the Magicals. Take them to the islands. Some, they're just going to kill. Their families. Their homes. They'll be burned to the ground. It's retaliation for what happened at the Keep. For the weapons shipment. Vamon wants everyone to know there will be consequences to the rebels' actions. That everyone will suffer because of the Resistance.
Let's go over this again. Tell me everything you know.
Please, don't kill me. I won't tell anyone about this. About you, I can't. They'll execute me. I'll do anything. I'll spy for you. I'll feed you information from inside the tower. Just spare me. Please. For the love of the goddess, I beg you.
There's always a risk that he will reveal what happened here. But if I spare his life, he could be of value to us. He has much to lose if he reveals what happens here. But I can't risk it. And his crimes are too grave. There's always... Betray me, and the tower will know what you did. Even if they spare your life, I will find you, and I will make you pay.
Yes, yes! I swear on the first mountain. I won't speak a word of this. I'll give you all the information I come across, everything.
You'll return to this place every week to meet an agent of ours. Your guard will believe you still visit your girl.
Of course, Apostle. Thank you.
Shut up before I cut your tongue from your mouth. I'll release you now, but you'll stay here until your guard knocks on the door. We'll know the instant you break your oath. Where's the guard?
He's in a mud cellar, stuck to his knees in Elgwyn dung. He'll be busy for a while.
You did good, Bib.
What happened in there? Did you get what you needed?
I did. Listen, you can't stay here in Old Town. The Azadi are coming.
I'm not afraid of the Azadi.
Nevertheless, you need to leave. I'll bring you to the Enclave, and you'll be safe with...
I'm not going anywhere. This is where I live. What if my parents come back? They'll be looking for me.
You're not safe here. I'm sure your parents would be happier knowing you're with us.
You just want to put me in an orphanage.
Wait. Shadow. Children.
The General is asking questions.
I've heard. We must find Kian before...
I'll make sure Harmy's attentions are directed elsewhere. Tonight's raid on the Magic Ghetto will be a good start.
What did he say?
The General tells me that my men are sticking to the story, but that some of the prisoners are spreading rumors. It's a little concern. They will not live to see another interview.
And arouse more suspicion. Don't be a fool, Vermon.
Don't ever call me a fool.
Then try not to act like one. Who else did he speak with?
The Warden.
What? I thought you were taking care of that problem.
You're the one who worried about arousing suspicion. I couldn't simply have him executed. There are laws.
And now the General has a witness.
An infidel's testimony can never be used against Trueborn.
But his words can fuel further investigations.
The General will soon have other matters to concern himself with. We're stepping up the deportations and we're close to completing the machine. After that, Kian's death will be low on his list of priorities.
And in the meantime, the General is pursuing leads.
Like I said, tonight's raid will distract him.
How so?
Because it won't go well. The rebels will strike. Many of his men will die, our forces will be on high alert, and as Supreme Commander, it'll be Harmy's job to clean up.
He will blame you.
And I will take responsibility. And action. There will be little time for his investigations. By the time the situation is under control again, other matters will have taken precedence. We will keep the General's attentions elsewhere until our mission here is done. And then,
no one will challenge us. I hope you're right.
I always am. Come here.
This is not the time for...
I'm as hard as Nigali steel. This is exactly the time.
I apologize for being late, but I have important...
Every minute wasted could mean lives lost. Anu, can you tell us what you've learned?
Not a whole lot. No one's talking. There's not even a whisper of a raid. I'm starting to think maybe Ulvik's loose-lipped, drunken Azadi was merely a braggart. Also, really a braggart? I've been around you guys too long. I'm starting to speak like a sullen warrior.
I went looking for our people in Old Town. They're standing by for my word. I don't want to pull them out of the city until we know for sure what's happening. Let's hope for their sake Ainu's right, and there's no raid tonight.
The raid is taking place, just before sunrise. We still have several hours.
How did you come up?
Hey, Big Blue, let him speak.
The plan is to arrest as many magicals as possible, along with rebel sympathizers. It's a show of strength. They want us to be scared.
Where did you get this information, Kian?
From a trusted source. I met her here before we...
Mystery Woman! I remember Mystery Woman! Well, I remember you talking about Mystery Woman. She's a friend of Ulvik's, right? We can definitely trust her.
She told me about an Azadi officer who visits with an underage Dalmari girl. And she told me where to find him.
He was with a child? That's sick.
And did you find him?
I did. They'll be coming into the ghetto from the north and the east, and they'll have a ship blocking all traffic in and out of Shady Quay. He told me that this will be their biggest raid on the ghetto so far. Given his rank and the precariousness of his situation, I believe him.
How did you get him to reveal all that?
I did what I had to do to make him speak. He was in no state to tell lies.
Did what you had... Wait, you tortured him? That's how you got the information? We don't do that! Do we?
I would have done the same.
Color me not surprised.
It sounds like your intelligence is to be trusted, Kian. We'll prepare for the raid, and I'll tell our people to abandon Old Town.
Where's the officer now?
I let him go. He might prove a valuable asset in the future.
Will he not simply go straight to his masters?
I have information that would lead to his execution. Should his commanders learn the truth, he'll keep his silence.
But you let a child molester walk free. Was that because he's one of yours? And because the Dalmari girl is just another filthy magical? I won't soon forget this insult, Azadi.
For what it's worth, Kian, I think you did the right thing. I mean, he deserves punishment for what he did to the girl, but to have a source inside the tower? This could change everything. Well, at least now we know what's happening tonight. So much for my sources. We've been waiting for a chance to show the Azadi we're not running scared. We have magic.
Potent magic.
Magic that goes boom! Big time. And maybe...
Maybe we can reduce their numbers. Blow a few of those dogs to their precious first mountain.
I just wish you hadn't tortured him. Some things are just not okay. But at least you let him live. That was definitely the right choice, even if Liko will never agree. Boy, he really doesn't like you, does he?
Who's there? You? However did you get here?
Mira, do you have a second?
Depends. Are you done? I need those bots to go out tomorrow.
Almost done. I was wondering if I could leave a teensy bit early today.
Be kind. Rewind. Almost?
Mostly. I'm mostly done.
In your experience, Petal, what's my answer to a question like that?
One filled with expletives. But it's really important that I...
Of course it's fucking important. It's always important. It's never not important. You wouldn't be asking if it wasn't important, would you, Kutria? So what's so important that you feel it takes precedence over the work I pay you to do?
I have an appointment with the editor of The Hand. They're doing a story and...
And he can't do this story without you. Even though he's a professional reporter and you're what are you again?
You tell me. Most of the time I'm running errands. I should be programming.
Should is a big word. I should be making $1 million yuan. I should not be forced to run my operations out of a murder touring garage. And you should be grateful you have a job that pays a decent salary.
Decent?
A salary. Go on, get out of here before I change my mind and make you work overtime. Just be here extra early tomorrow to, I don't know, what do you hate doing the most?
Sitting at my terminal learning more about neural programming. I really, really hate that.
Mopping floors. That's it. You'll come extra early to mop the fucking floors. All right?
Yes. Fine. Sure.
I'm not available at the moment. For any questions pertaining to the Leia Uminska campaign, please contact the Unity Party directly, as I'm no longer employed by the campaign.
What do you mean you won't let me in? You will let me in. This is my office.
Step back, citizen, or I will be forced to
I
shoot.
will not step back, you pisslick. You'll have to shoot me where I stand before I...
Sully? What's going on?
Christ on the Derby, Zoe. You shouldn't be here.
We have an appointment.
Ah, kasha, of course. Such a salaka. I should have messaged you as soon as I... Our offices were attacked last night by masked goons. They trashed everything. Our screens, our furniture, everything. When I called in this morning, these things show up. Battlesuits, syndicate agents. They take our equipment away, interrogate my employees. And now they refuse to let me back in my own booking office!
What? Why?
They claim we're under investigation. Us! We're the victims here!
So, what about...
The story? We can't publish anything right now. They've confiscated our databanks and terminals, cut our wire access. Even my iris is displaying an error message. They have been exceptionally thorough. But the data is safe. Our research is safe. We've learned our lessons. We keep everything on offshore servers in Iceland. No amount of court orders, corporate threats, or military action can get to that data. But for the time being, that's also where it stays. If we try to access it remotely, they'll intercept our connection. If we try to publish it, they'll stick us in the gulag.
Is that what this is all about?
What else could it be? We were this close to revealing a connection between the Eye clampdown, several of the political parties, and the Wati-controlled syndicate.
So what's gonna happen?
Right now, nothing. We sit tight, let them believe they've silenced us. And then we find a way to publish. Your man, Reza, caught the first Vactrax north this morning, carrying 3 very expensive and very, very secure holomems. He'll retrieve our backups, and then we'll take it from there.
Reza did what? He didn't tell me. How did he get out?
He got out by not telling anyone he was getting out. He disabled his iris, used a disposable identity, got smuggled across the river in an empty container. He'll try and get in touch as soon as he's made it safely to Iceland, but he will need to be careful. You can bet your god they're monitoring every channel of communication.
I guess he's not there yet. Oh shit, Sully. I feel responsible.
You just handed us the story of the year. The fact that they'll go to such lengths to silence us is a good thing. But you do need to watch your back, Zoe. There's every chance Vortikov's keeping an eye on you as well. The clampdown is their doing, behind the cover of the Syndicate. They want people off the streets into Dreamtime, for whatever reasons.
Which is why they're buying political power.
Exactly. Now, we have proof that both Unity and the European Dawn are in their pockets. Whoever wins the election will be under Wati's thumb. It seems the only party that isn't being run by the corporations is Manifesto.
It's not like they're going to win the election.
If we are able to publish our story before the election, who knows? Never underestimate the collective anger of the masses.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting a call.
Is it Teresa?
No. Nella. Why would she be calling? One moment.
Is this a bad time?
No, it's fine. What's up, Nella?
I need to see you. Can we meet in the shuk?
No problem. I'll be there in a minute.
Thanks, Zozo.
I need to run. Can we talk later?
You bet. I'm gonna do my best to make life difficult for these bastards. But I'll call you.
Nella?
Zozo, thanks for coming.
Are you okay?
I just need a favor. I need you to hold on to this for me.
What is it?
Something personal. Will you keep it safe?
Sure, but why? What's going on?
I don't want it to get lost, or...
Why would it? Nella, you're making me worried. Are you involved in something?
Don't worry about it, Zozo. Just keep that safe for a little while. I'll get in touch soon. Thanks for coming so quickly. I have to run.
But I don't...
I really have to go. There's something I need to do. Bye, Zoe.
Something's going on. She looked freaked out. Maybe I should follow and make sure she's okay.
Avoid threatening movements. Avoid unsavory company. Avoid any unauthorized congregations. Demonstrations are a tool for terrorists. Avoid demonstrations.